If you were watching this content, more than likely you have a loved one dealing with an addiction to drugs and or alcohol. And with that comes some stress. Because you would like that loved one to be making better life decisions. You want to see them living a life filled with joy and purpose. You know that they are capable of great things, but they insist on beating up their bodies. They insist on stealing, cheating, and lying. There is no movement in the right direction, day in, day out. It's the same thing followed by the same letdowns. So, just for a moment, let's examine this. They keep doing the same things and ending up with the same results. That old saying, the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. No matter your relationship to that loved one, parent, child, sibling, spouse, friend, you know they have so much potential for feeling happiness and spreading joy. It is so upsetting knowing there is this beautiful being who you want the best for in life, not changing their attitude, not changing their behavior. You can feel that some part of them wants a different, better life, but it always feels like that it can wait until tomorrow. So you get into this never-ending routine. You talk and talk, yell, threaten, go back to worrying, get hopeful, then have your heart smashed into 1,000 pieces, getting let down for the millionth time. You worry and stress, get pissed, beg, plead, threat, rinse, and repeat. Over and over again, still, it is the same thing with your loved one, continuing to make lousy life decisions, abusing their bodies and minds, stealing, cheating, and lying. They do not change. They do not change their behavior. They do not change their attitude. Do you hear me? They do the same thing and don't do the right things. Voila, no change. Do you hear me? Are you hearing me? The same thing every day. I will quit drugs soon. I will stop drinking this week. I will take care of my body after the weekend and the party. I will go on a diet and start working out next week. I am going to get healthier, physically and mentally. I will do some meditation, prayers, yoga, and read some inspiring books. I will look for that better job. I will strengthen some of my other relationships. I'll make that call. I'm going to host that party. I'm going to start dating again. I will start that hobby within this month. As soon as my loved one quits drugs and drinking, I will do all of this, all of it and more. And it's going to be so awesome. But until then, it will be the same thing with the same results. Do you know anyone like this? I can tell you for almost 2 decades after Mom passed, and there was never going to be that time when it was the right time to change, I was still making zero changes in attitude and behavior on quite a few levels. I was making quite a few great decisions, but I did get into a funk and a groove where it was sort of nice to be a victim and explain why some things in life were not getting better. But we're going to get more into that in an upcoming video. I know that if I could have been making more significant changes in my behavior and my attitude going back 30 plus years ago, it would have resulted in a better impact for how I dealt with her during the struggles. I'm not even talking about enabling, which, by the way, if you are currently knowingly enabling, let's stop doing that. And if you need some hand-holding, I am here for you. Email, please. And we will search for answers together. Stop the enabling. No illusions on my part. It is on the one with addiction to make the right choices. But see, it's that way for all adults. We are responsible for ourselves. We are responsible for how we feel and what we do. We are responsible for the in-between. 3 certainties in life. All right, accountants and bean counters. Taxes could be number 4, and if you feel strongly about that, leave a comment. I'll never answer it, but leave the comment. I'm sure you're right. All right, let's go. The 3 certainties. 1, we've all done it. We've all already been there. We're bored. Number 2, the in-between. And number 3, I am going to die one day. 3 certainties in life. 1 and 3 are easy peasy. Put a check mark next to number 1. We've all done that one. And even if you are really sick right now, I'm praying for you. but you are still at number 2. Number 3 will happen, guaranteed for all of us. We all have things to do after this life, but our job while we are here now is to make the best of the second certainty, the in-between, no matter our circumstances. To make the most of the in-between, we get to choose how we feel. We can change what we think. We can be loving, and regardless of our circumstances, we can be happy. If we expect our loved ones to be making better life choices, to have more love, joy, and purpose in their lives, shouldn't we be doing that ourselves and be the example? We are responsible for what we do in this life and with those struggles, starting right now. As in, if something doesn't work right, then we got to try again differently by changing some portion of our attitude and some portion of our behavior. We can all feel forgiveness as opposed to failure when things don't go right. That's up to us individually. We are responsible for the in-between. If we are bringing joy into our lives, more than likely we are spreading that love, happiness, and all-around great feeling with others. It may be the key to life. It may be the very reason we were put here on this earth. That includes bringing that joy to your loved one. If they see you living life with joy, purpose, and passion, it could be contagious. Listen, you might be right. Maybe it doesn't do a thing for them in the short term. However, I've already been able to prove nothing, no change, will have zero impact. Also, if you start performing a bit better now, at least one of the two of you is making better decisions. Listen, we have been given free will to make outstanding decisions regardless of what our current life situations and environment present to us, right now and in the future. The now being the most important of the two. It's right here with us, right now. And this applies to every single person on the planet. This platform is more for those of us with loved ones fighting addictions because that is what we are currently dealing with or we have dealt with in our lives. I promise you, anyone that doesn't have a loved one in their inner circle that's fighting these demons has some other issue that is presenting itself. Again, decisions will be made, good or bad. If the bad choices are continually made, it becomes habit. They start to feel like they are predestined to fail, so they never change. They never try and change because their lot in life is already laid out. I bring this up because life situations of all types can bring struggles, and they can all be handled wisely or poorly. So more than likely, you have some stuff hitting you in addition to your loved one's fight. Just remember, you are responsible for your life's narrative. If you need help changing the narrative, if you are finding it hard to stay happy and thankful, I suggest looking into strengthening your mental health. Meditation, prayer, yoga, the Bible, whatever helps, just enjoy the ride. Meditation for just 10 minutes in the morning and again before bed has helped me immensely over the last few years. If you have other suggestions, this is a community. Please share and comment below. For meditation, you do not need crystals, a robe, or even a mat. Just sit down, Google it, it's easy. You get to think about nothing. I do like Eckhart Tolle, Michael Singer, and Dr. Joe Dispenza, but you be you. Find what works for you. We have Google. If the first thing doesn't work, then go try something else. Ask folks that you think are mentally healthy what they're doing, what works for them. There are lots of answers, but find the one that makes sense and helps you. You are 100% worth it. I am only making suggestions or explaining my handling of things for an example. I'm not judging and I am not preaching. I just know what worked for me. If your spirituality is all set and you are able to get all zen, then you might need to change some other part of your life situation. The calculation's still the same. If you want a different result, then you need to change your behavior and or your attitude to some degree. Do you want to work on relationships, your body, your career, your wealth, your part in the community and giving back? It is all the same. Focus on what you want and plan accordingly. If the plan doesn't work, keep focusing on the outcome and make a new plan, and be thankful for how awesome life is. Wrapping this one up for now, most important is your decision to be living your best life, regardless of your environment. A couple of decisions that could help. They have helped me. 1. Become aware of the best local options for your loved one when they want recovery. When they're ready to go, you have a place to take them. Join in whatever degree you can the fight to stop the availability of drugs. There are plenty of groups out there, and if you don't like any of them after trying some, start your own. The last few months, I have gotten my butt handed to me on both of these issues. It's hard, and maybe I'll quit. People don't agree with me, and I'm stepping on someone's toes. Well, it was time to practice what I preach. Didn't think my attitude and passion could get any stronger or intense on this. Well, it can. It did, and I like it. But I do think that we get our minds refocused and we change our behavior and attitude even a little bit. It serves us so well. Then practicing in some small part, knowing the local recovery options, fighting availability, it all helps us feel like we're doing something for that loved one. It may seem small, but at least it's a step in the right direction, and at least we can have some satisfaction that we have done something for them in this fight. If you have successes and anything mentioned in this video, could you please let us know? If I can be of service, please reach out to me in the email below. Thank you for your time. Talk to you soon. Live your best life now.